news update. I just wanted to do a very quick video to discuss or to introduce the new blog, zealoussaints.blogspot.com. This is a web address, and this is a blog basically discussing the convergence of current events and Bible prophecy. Right here is the email address that you can use if you have questions, suggestions, or comments. You can send it to me at this email address right here. The main thing I wanted to do was to very importantly discuss the latest blog post that I posted on Friday, December 11th. This is 3 ways ISIS is helping the globalist agenda. Now, ISIS is very much on the forefront of the news right now, and it's no surprise that the news recently reported that, let me just make sure the mic is on. One second. Yeah. Basically, the news just reported that fear of terrorism is at its highest since 9/11. So this is very much an important topic that's on people's minds right now, and it's all over the news. And I wanted to discuss how ISIS is actually being used to bring about the agenda of the elite or the New World Order. The first is this idea of order out of chaos. I'm not sure exactly who was the first to introduce this idea, but I know that a common quote of this individual right here is out of chaos comes order. And basically the idea is that the government will induce a series of manufactured or conveniently positioned crises in order to create the chaos needed to bring about their desired order. And it says here that ISIS creates the disorder needed to justify the need for the US and other countries to come together to establish their idea of order. Ultimately, this order will involve decreased rights and privacy for civilians and increased militarization and gun control. The second thing that ISIS is actually doing to help the elites is inducing fear and panic. Now, when you have widespread fear and panic, it's easier to introduce, it will be easier for the establishment to introduce their idea of world peace, because people will be more vulnerable to it, and out of fear, they will be more accepting of any kind of peace that one can offer. And this fear that is spreading is understandable, because you have like the situation in San Bernardino when you have a lone gunman, and it's hard to anticipate these types of events where you have a coworker walk into a holiday luncheon or a holiday party and open fire on everyone. That's scary, and that is what's causing the widespread fear and panic. And just as the situation in Paris, where you have holiday parties, soccer games, restaurants, soft targets that are being targeted, everyday commonplaces. Nothing is sacred anymore. And this is what scares people. They're scared of what their next door neighbor may be cooking up. They're scared of Muslims, to be quite honest, because there's no way to accurately predict ahead of time who will become radicalized. And so it says here that the establishment will rely heavily on the push for world peace in order to unite the religions, monetary systems, and governments. This will be a false sense of peace, as the Bible states in 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Mass fear and panic leads to widespread acceptance of this fabricated world peace. The third and final way that ISIS is actually being used to help the globalist agenda is the increased control over the public. the events with, first of all, let me say, as it states here, almost immediately after any tragic display of mass gun violence, the president comes out to make a statement pushing the need for more gun control. And recently, more measures are being taken to crack down on gun control. Um, but basically, the situation is this: all of these events that are taking place, it gives the government more reason or justifiable reason to take away privacy, to increase their control over the public. That includes less internet privacy, more monitoring of internet activity, more surveillance, listening in on cell phone conversations, etc. All of these things will become less sacred um, because of, like I mentioned before, it's hard to predict who will become radicalized, and in order to prevent these attacks, or the excuse will be, in order to keep you safe, we're taking away these rights. We're monitoring cell phone conversations, we're monitoring internet activity. So it's increased control that will be brought about because of these events that are taking place. And these are just a few of the reasons, um, a few of the ways that ISIS is actually helping to bring about the globalist agenda. Um, but it's important to note here that we should be watchful and vigilant. We have nothing to fear if we are in Christ. Our hope is in Jesus Christ, and we have nothing to fear. Our redemption draws near. Never cease in spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. Keep the faith and be watchful and vigilant and aware of the times that we are living in. Also, share this post so that we can alert our other brothers and sisters in Christ. So that is the new blog post. Like I said, you can email me here if you have any questions. And this is the first post that was actually published on Wednesday, December 9th. The increased war on Christianity in the wake of Islamic terrorism. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.